Hello, everyone, and welcome today. I am Dr. Doretha O'Quinn, Executive Pastor of New Life LA Foursquare Church. I'm also an alumna of Life Pacific University, a proud educator who will share with you today on the works of Parks' theory of faith development. Sharon DeLoss Parks began her academic career influenced by the works of prominent figures in the psychology of religion, one in particular, James Fowler. Fowler's 6 stages of faith development laid the groundwork for Parks' explorations, yet she expanded the conversation to include developmental tasks specific to young adults. Parks emphasized the importance of community, mentoring, and the challenge of living authentically amidst a rapidly changing world. Faith development is a concept that explores the evolution of an individual's faith and belief system over the course of life. James W. Fowler and Sharon D. Parks each offering unique perspectives and frameworks. Fowler's stages of faith development and Parks' theory of faith development complement and extend our understanding of how faith matures, particularly in young adults. Faith development, as discussed by Parks, refers to the process by which individuals form, question, and deepen their beliefs and values. It is a dynamic interplay of cognitive, emotional, and social dimensions. Parks posits that faith is not merely about religious beliefs, but encompasses a broader understanding of meaning-making and identity formation. Parks makes the case that teaching is the context of theological education, and the multidisciplinary study of faith development is informed by a broad phenomenological understanding of faith. Wilfred Cantwell Smith, H.R. Niebuhr, and others have helped us to recognize faith as a dynamic, ongoing, composing activity of meaning making, the seeking of pattern and order in the chaos of disparate elements of lived experiences. According to Parks, faith development in young adults involve a transition from conventional faith, often inherited from family or community, to a more self-authored, committed, and mature faith. This process is marked by stages such as probing commitment and tested commitment, where individuals critically evaluate and reaffirm their beliefs. Parks identifies several stages of faith development, each marked by distinct characteristics and components described in each stage. First, conventional faith. This stage is typically seen in adolescence, where individuals adhere to the beliefs and practices imparted by their community and family. There's little questioning, and faith is accepted as a given. A key component of this stage is dependence to independence, transitioning from relying on external authorities to developing an internalized belief system. Second, transition to early adulthood. As individuals enter young adulthood, they begin to encounter diverse perspectives and experiences that challenge their previously held beliefs. This stage can be marked by doubt and questioning. But a key component of this stage is complexity and ambiguity. Embracing the complexities and ambiguities of life and faith rather than seeking simplistic answers. Third, probing commitment. In this stage, Individuals actively engage in exploring different viewpoints, seeking mentors, and reflecting on their values. There is a deliberate effort to make sense of their experiences and integrate them into a cohesive framework of faith. A key component of this stage: community and mentorship. The role of supportive communities and mentors in guiding individuals through their faith journey. Mature faith, stage 4, is characterized by a deeper, more refined sense of faith that is both personal and communal. Individuals developed a robust sense of identity and purpose, grounded in their beliefs and informed by their experience. A key component of this stage is commitment and action, translating faith into committed actions that reflect personal beliefs and values. Faith development and the influence of professors and other educators on young adults. Park identifies 3 areas of influence professors have in faith development of young adults. First, facilitating critical dialogue. Second, modeling authenticity. And third, mentoring and support. Parks looks at value of professors who serves also in the role of mentors who encourage questions that upend the givens of youth and offer bridges to a worthy dream of a life distinctly of one's own. Parks adds that mentors serving as trustworthy authorities may play a major role in their students' development by giving them permission to step off the rock of absolute certainty and test the waters of their own minds. Parks' work is known to be influential also in the areas of student affairs in higher education. How does this look in the academy? Facilitating critical dialogue. Professors play a crucial role in facilitating critical dialogue, encouraging students to articulate their thoughts, question assumptions, and engage in meaningful discussions. Parks' theory underscores the need for educators to create an environment where diverse viewpoints are respected and explored. This approach not only enhances intellectual rigor, but also nurtures the spiritual and emotional growth of students. I also offer for Christian educators, when you, the professor, draws out the thoughts of students and allows for biblical engagement, it allows the integration of faith and learning. Modeling authenticity. Professors can significantly influence students by modeling authenticity in their teaching and interactions. Authenticity becomes lived out when it is based on conviction, vulnerability, and compassion. By sharing their own experiences, struggles, and insights, educators can inspire students to pursue their own path of self-discovery and faith development. Authenticity in teaching fosters trust and openness, creating a dynamic and engaging learning environment. Professors don't know it all. Students must understand we too are lifelong learners. Third, mentoring and support. In alignment with Park's emphasis on mentoring communities, professors can act as mentors, providing guidance, support, and encouragement to students. Effective mentorship involves listening, empathizing, and offering constructive feedback, helping students navigate their developmental journey. Professors who invest in mentoring contribute to holistic growth of students, fostering academic excellence, personal integrity, and spiritual maturity. Professors and other educators facilitating holistic educational experiences through integrated learning. Parks' faith development theory advocates for integrated learning experiences that connect intellectual inquiry and personal and spiritual growth. Educational programs that embrace this approach encourage students to explore the interplay between knowledge, values, and beliefs. Integrated learning fosters a holistic understanding, enabling students to apply their insights to real-world challenges. Second, inclusive pedagogy. Inclusive pedagogy, informed by Parks' theory, emphasizes the importance of creating a learning environment that values diversity and inclusiveness. Educators can design curricula that reflect diverse perspectives and experiences, promoting a deeper understanding of faith and development. Inclusive pedagogy ensures that all students feel valued and supported, enhancing their engagement and learning outcomes. My personal observation of what Parks understands about young adults and faith development is that this is the essence of Christ's model for responding to the other in his command to love your neighbor as yourself, and how the world will know that we are Christ's disciples is by our love one for another. God so loved, he gave. God so loved the world. Young adults see a world that demands inclusivity, and without true biblical models, it will have a major impact on their faith development. Third, community building. A sense of community is integral to holistic education. Parks' faith development theory underscores the significance of related connections in the developmental journey. Educational institutions can foster community through collaborative projects, group discussions, and extracurricular activities that encourage interaction and mutual learning. A strong sense of community enhances students' sense of belonging and supports their holistic growth. My personal experience with a program in Los Angeles, the LA Term, that involved experiential learning, where students engaged in theory in the classroom and practices lived in community. They engaged with the people, the grassroots organizations that they were learning about in the classroom, and was totally immersed in the community, making meaning of learning and formulated critical thought, informed knowledge and truth, but most of all, moving from fear to faith, friends to family, and ultimately a transformed life and community. In conclusion, Fowler's 6 stages of faith development laid the groundwork for Parks' faith development theory that offers a valuable framework for understanding and facilitating holistic educational experiences for young adult students. Parks' stages in faith development each are marked by distinct characteristics and components described in each stage. Park further identifies 3 areas of influence professors and other educators have in faith development of young adults. By emphasizing critical reflection, authentic engagement, community support, and inclusive pedagogy, this theory guides educators in creating environments that nurture the intellectual, the emotional, and spiritual growth of students. Professors and educational institutions that embrace the Parks faith development theory and principles contribute to the development of well-rounded individuals who are equipped to navigate the complexities of life with confidence and integrity. I would conclude Christian educators have a greater opportunity to support the holistic experience in faith development of young adults to mature faith by engaging the Spirit's guidance for true life transformation and change based on biblical principles led by the living God and owning the vision of their lives. Let me say to you today as educators, your students learn from what you say, more by what you do, but most by who you are. Thank you.